So if you can't tell by the title, this is actually my first video, and I'm going to talk about shredding. So I wanted to do sort of what I'm going to do in my shred and give sort of tips for younger people that are wanting to sort of get into this leaning down sort of business. So I'm going to say what I'm doing, and hopefully that'll be good guidance for anybody who's looking to start a shred soon. So in May there is a huge event called BODYPOWER coming to the UK in Birmingham. So BODYPOWER is basically where loads of athletes and fitness brands and famous bikini models, body lifters, everything just come into one place, which is going to be the NEC, and they hold competitions, they sell their products, they give you tips, they do questions and answers, they do loads and loads of stuff, and it's just going to be a jam-packed day and it's just going to be amazing. So I am actually going. I got tickets for the Saturday, so I'm very excited because Nikki Blacketter is actually going to be there on the Gymshark booth, and she is like my idol. I adore her, so I'm going to hopefully try and meet her. And also Christian Guzman is going to be there with Alphalete, and I'd really like to meet him too, along with the rest of the Gymshark team and Steve Cook and loads and loads of other people. So with this expo coming up, I decided this would be a good time to shred, because I want to be able to lean down before then, I want to be able to look good in the photos with Nikki, and it's just really good motivation because I'll be able to go there and be like, yes, I can buy this, I can do this. So I'm going to shred. Now for those who aren't familiar with what shredding is, it's basically reducing your body fat whilst building up muscle. So you are going to reduce your percentage body fat but build the muscle up, so then you have a more leaner figure, and these muscles will be able to show because your body fat has decreased. So I'm going to start this, but because I'm young and I'm still growing, I'm not going to do it with the age of protein shakes and supplements, because they're not intended for the use of somebody my age. So I'm going to do it through fitness and clean eating and just being really motivated and just really concentrating on how I live my life. So I've got about 62 days, I think it is, until the expo, so I really need to get some work done. So basically my tips and what I'm going to be doing is, and what I would advise for someone young to start doing, is definitely exercise. Now I already do a lot of exercise. I mean, I'm in the gym about 4 or 5 times a week, and I do cardio around 3-4 times a week. I go to circuit training and different things. So I think exercise would definitely be the first thing that you'd have to do. Cardio is obviously going to reduce your body fat. So I'd say a really high intense, or as high as intensity as you can go and you feel comfortable doing, would be the best option, about 2-3 times a week if you're only starting out. But if you're more advanced, I'd say around 3 or 4. I'm going to go for around 3 or 4. So this could be things like running, HIIT, which is high intensity interval training, and there's loads and loads of videos on YouTube with different workouts and things, which is really good. This is how I basically do my HIIT. Circuit training, loads of places do circuit training classes, and just go along to one and do one, and if you don't like it, then try something else basically. Swimming's really good cardio too. Any sort of sports like tennis and things will count as cardio. So you want to be doing that around a couple of times a week, and then for the rest of the week you want to be doing sort of body training, sort of like your abs and your legs and your arms and things. Now I'd suggest body weight first of all if you're a beginner, but if you're a bit more advanced, then resistance training will really help build that muscle up. And I know people say, oh, do a lighter weight, loads of reps. I find that heavier weight with less reps actually makes me feel the burn, and I feel better the next day, and it actually improves my body. Like, I see changes quicker that way. So I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to be doing arm days, leg days, glute days, ab days, and I'm going to definitely be incorporating the resistance training with the weights. But please remember, don't go too heavy when you start out. You see all these people in the gym lifting weights that are really, really heavy, and they would suggest not starting off too heavy. Start something you're comfortable and then build it up as you go along. Don't go too high at the start, otherwise it just won't work. So yeah, that's basically it for the training element of it. And always remember, please remember to have a rest day. Rest days are so important for your muscles to regenerate and to get more energy, and sleep too. Sleep is great. Sleep is really good for your body, so sleep. Not all day, don't sit in bed and watch Netflix all day, sleep in. Train hard and sleep well. There we go. So eating is also a huge part. You can't just exercise and not do the clean eating. That will not work. If you're going out exercising then coming back and being like, yeah, let's go to Nando's, then I'm sorry, it's not going to work. So I'd say for clean eating, you want to start off with a calorie deficit. This is basically all I'm doing. I'm not telling you to do these. But I'm going to do a calorie deficit. I've got MyFitnessPal, which is a great app, which I would recommend you getting. And it's generated around 1,500, 1,600 calories for me. But I'm going to go at 1,200, I think, because that's mainly what I eat at the moment. So I think that's a good thing to maintain. And you want to be sort of upping your protein intake. I've upped mine. I'm not going to say what to, because I don't want people going from this video and be like, she's upped hers to 120, I'm going to up mine to 122. So don't do that, because it's suitable for my body what I've upped it to. So definitely up your protein intake. And then I've reduced carbs and sugar, because they are the things that are, I'm not going to say bad, because everything's good in moderation, but they're the things you want to reduce if you want to be more clean and healthy with your eating. That's what I'm going to do. So loads of veg, loads of meat, loads of good fats and good food, basically. Organic, vegan, nice, gluten-free foods are the best for this. And then lastly is motivation. I think motivation is so important when it comes to things like this. And I'd say my main motivation, other than the body power thing, is definitely Nikki. If you're not familiar with Nikki, I will leave her link in the description box, but Nikki is a star. I absolutely adore her. She is such an inspiration to not just young women and women, everybody in general. She's such an inspirational woman. She is so strong and passionate about what she does, and I really would recommend checking her out if you haven't already. So that's the end of this video, and if there's any sort of questions, just leave them in the comments down below. And I'd also like to know what sort of videos you want me to film, because you're the ones watching them, so just leave any suggestions in the box. Things like Q&As, recipes, day in the lives, vlogs, my workout routines, anything, just leave them down below and I can see what I can do. So thanks for watching, please hit the subscribe button and give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!